When leaders begin struggling, most people assume the problem is burnout. But what if burnout isn't actually the problem? What if burnout is simply the final symptom of something that has been happening for months or even years? Today, I want to challenge 3 common myths about leadership decline because many leaders aren't burning out. They are quietly declining. And most organizations don't recognize it until the costs become visible. Myth number 1. If I'm still performing, I'm fine. This is perhaps the most dangerous myth in leadership. Many high performers continue producing results while their capacity is declining. They still hit deadlines, lead meetings, and make decisions. From the outside, everything appears normal, but internally, something has changed. Decision-making requires more effort, focus is harder to maintain, patience is shorter, recovery takes longer. The first sign of declining capacity isn't poor performance. It's an increased effort to maintain the same performance. As an ICU nurse, I saw this all the time. A clinician could still perform at a high level while expending significantly more mental energy to do so. The same is true in leadership. The question isn't, am I still getting results? The question is, how much effort is it taking me to achieve results that once came naturally? Myth number 2. This is just a part of leadership. Many leaders normalize exhaustion. They assume chronic fatigue, mental overload, and constant stress are simply the price of success. But just because something is common doesn't mean it's normal. Leadership requires resilience. It does not require depletion. When leaders normalize declining energy, declining focus, and declining recovery, they often stop looking for solutions. Instead, they adapt to dysfunction. Over time, the decline becomes their new baseline. And myth number 3, the solution is better productivity. When leaders begin feeling overwhelmed, the typical response is to search for another productivity tool, another planner, app, or workflow. But many leaders don't have a productivity problem. They have a capacity problem. You cannot organize your way out of physiological depletion. You cannot automate your way out of chronic exhaustion, and you cannot optimize your way out of a nervous system that never recovers. The issue isn't always how you're working. Sometimes it's the fact that your recovery isn't keeping pace with your demands. Here's a reframe to consider. What if the future of leadership isn't about doing more? What if it's about protecting the biological systems that make leadership possible? Because leadership is fundamentally a cognitive activity. You're paid for judgment, strategic thinking, decision-making, communication, and emotional regulation. All of those functions depend on capacity, and capacity depends on recovery. This week, don't ask yourself, am I burned out? Ask yourself, am I expanding my capacity, maintaining it, or quietly declining? Because leaders rarely wake up one day burned out, but they do wake up one day realizing they haven't felt like themselves in a very long time. And that's the decline we need to prevent. I'm Sherry Austin, registered nurse and executive longevity advisor. Follow Executive Longevity here and on Substack for more insights on protecting decision quality, performance, and leadership longevity.